Good Friday night, ladies and gentlemen, on Facebook, later on Instagram, and hopefully YouTube too, if I can get it posted on it. I hope y'all are staying fried all day on this Friday, because it's Friday, and that's what it says for us to do, ladies and gentlemen. But no, for your little marijuana update, like we give you every Friday, what Shorty has found out. Speaking of it, little thing right here, it's got like 8% THC in it. It's one of them little vapes that you can buy in Tennessee now at the tobacco stores and stuff, but it's not got hardly none in it. But see, North Carolina is about to recreational legalize marijuana, so then we can go to Asheville and sit around and smoke pot with the hippies and shit, you know what I mean? But Good Friday night, yes, I had to adjust my testicles there. These pants, I don't know if y'all can see them, but they're fuzzy. It's like I went out in the field and sheared the black sheep of the family and made me some pants out of him, you know what I mean? Shout out to the shoes. I love my little zip shoes. I'm getting so fat and lazy that I have to, you know what I mean? I just zip my shoes. I'm getting so lazy and old that I don't want to mess with it. And shout out to Brandon Shorty Rice, you know what I mean? New era. Shout out to you. Golly. See the sheep pants. You know what I mean? See, sheep pants, the zip shoes. But no, New Era sent me the hat that says Brandon Shorty Rice. They said that you spend enough money with us that we're going to let you have one free hat with your name on it. You know what I mean? No, but yesterday, I was so proud of America yesterday because the Mars landing rover went and actually got to land on Mars yesterday finally. What was it called? Oh, I can't think of a name. Provisions or something. I can't remember the name of the rover. But anyway, when it started coming through the atmosphere, now you got to realize this thing looks like it's built with an erector set, chewing gum, and a little bit of Gorilla Glue. You know what I mean? Anyway, it starts coming through the atmosphere and it breaks off from one thing, and then it's got to go through the atmosphere of Mars like the gravity here at Earth, and when it gets that close, like to slow down enough to let the parachute out, it throws the parachute out, and then it started getting a little bit of pictures. But you got to realize these pictures, if I was realizing it right, they was 11 minutes behind, but I might have been wrong. It might have been live time then, but now the pictures are going to be whatever data they get's going to be 11 minutes behind or something, because it takes so long to be sent from fucking Mars to Earth. Like, it took that thing 6 months to get there, you know what I mean? And they drove it the whole way until it broke off from that thing, and when it broke off of that thing and got into the atmosphere, this robot took over on its common sense of landing. And it was like, and I was thinking, I was like, you're going to let a $10 million or a $18 billion robot land its fucking self off of common sense of knowledge of landing on the ground that you ain't never even probably tested that for? Because this thing was so clean going up there. Like, ladies and gentlemen, you don't understand the process and years it's took to do this. This was like the test tubes. When it drills in the ground, it comes back up and puts the soil and stuff in these test tubes for it to send back to Earth. Now, that was the most cleanest thing that's ever been on Earth. Human body part, inside of human, whatever. That was the most cleanest thing they said ever on planet Earth. But you got to realize, as soon as that thing touched down, and it being so clean, like they had to wear like double gloves, double suits, double everything for years to do this. Like, they was pretty much a condom for however many years they had to do it. But anyway, when this thing touched down, the first, like, you see the camera, you know what I mean? And it looks like you're in Arizona somewhere in the desert is what it looks like, with a bunch of craters. But the first thing I see is E.T. on that bicycle with that little boy in the basket. Not E.T. in the basket, it's the other way around. E.T. riding in that basket thinking, yeah, you're on my planet now, little boy. You're doing the shit that I tell you to do. You're going to be phoning the F home, mother lover. Not telling me, you know what I mean? They stopped by and they seen Marvin the Martian on the way before they got there. And they stopped and seen Alf. They had stopped and seen Alf eat some cats at his house. That's what I call lesbians, because I guess Alf likes to eat cats and lesbian like to eat cats. You know what I mean? But it was crazy to get to see America be on Mars yesterday. Like, it was so cool, ladies and gentlemen. I was so proud to be an American. Because I thought, well, fuck you, China, Russia, Australia, and everywhere else. Y'all ain't on Mars right now hanging out. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if we find some other extraterrestrial life up there. You know what I mean? Like, if we find some extraterrestrial life, like, I just want to buy one of them and name it Gizmo, like the little thing off Gremlins. You know what I mean? If you pour water on it, that little motherfucker's going to generate mean little fuckers, you know? But no, it was crazy. It was cool. Them test tubes was some shit. Seeing E.T. riding a bicycle with the little boy in it was crazy. But since we're talking about America, Ted Cruz, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know who Ted Cruz is. He's some kind of Texas governor, senator, or something. He was going on vacation when Texas was in this big snowstorm, electricity out, power outages. Like, people was having the worst time Texas ever had with snow. And this motherfucker's going to take off to take his daughters to the Caribbean or the Kokomo, Bucamokomo, or somewhere. They was going somewhere in Mexico where it's fucking warm and not power outages and foots of snow and shit like that. But he got caught taking them to the airport. They was all getting on the airplane, getting ready to go, and TMZ or whatever, Telemundo, got them on camera going in there, and then they started saying, well, he's leaving his state behind, this and this and this and this. Well, he ended up coming back the next morning because everybody's giving him so much time because he wasn't even supposed to get back. The plane ticket he had was Sunday morning is when he was supposed to come back first, and then he got it changed to this morning where he could get back to Texas, and they couldn't fucking burn him at the cross saying that he left his state under a disaster warnings or whatever. But anyway, he just took his two little girls to goddamn somewhere in Mexico and left them to come back to run the state of Texas. Well, I don't think I want him running the state of Texas if he's going to do that to his two little girls, because guess what? There's about to be another Taken movie with these two little girls. It's going to be called Taken 25 and a half, slash Ted Cruz's kids. You know what I mean? Like, you just let your kids go to Mexico freely and wildly so they can get taken. Like, you've seen Leslie Nielsen. He's had to go. You can't do what Leslie Nielsen does, Ted Cruz, by the way. But weather is so crazy. The weather is so cold across the country and everywhere else because I watch ABC World News with Dave Mura. But what I'm saying is Mardi Gras was this past week or sometime lately, and Mardi Gras was the coldest it's ever been in Mardi Gras history now. You know how they give the beads to the women, they show their titties? I bet when they give them beads to show their titties this year at Mardi Gras, I bet you're getting to see some hard-ass nipples too on them titties with them beads. You're getting the double whammo. You're getting 2 for 1 bead. You know what I mean? You're getting titties and nipples. I bet them women's going to be like, hey, I got to start charging 2 sets of beads for these 2. You know what I mean? Imagine seeing some woman's nipples that's got like that big out, looking like some Cheetos and shit, all crinkly and crunkly and shit. And the Geico commercial. I know y'all seen it. The one that's got the tag theme. They're like, scoop, shaka-laka, scoop, shaka-laka. And that woman sitting there dancing or whatever. You know, the little girl and the dude that walks in when they're singing or whatever, and the little girl's looking at them and like, what the hell? And then dude's doing this or whatever. Is that girl's daddy? Or is that girl's boyfriend? Or is it the guy that's just fucking that girl's mother with tag team back again? Check yourself and let's begin with a scoop. Scoop, there it is. You know what I mean? Like, which one is it? Because if somebody can tell me, I would really enjoy to know, because I want to know if it's their father, boyfriend, or the guy's just fucking their mother. And Plan B, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen these Plan B commercials, I have no idea, but I seen one today. And when I was watching this Plan B commercial, it was all pretty girls. The 3 pretty girls that was on this Plan B commercial, they was pretty. All 3 of the girls was pretty on this Plan B commercial. And I thought, Lord have mercy. I was like, I know why they're pretty girls on the Plan B commercial. Because if they was ugly girls on the Plan B commercial, people would be bitching, saying, why is these ugly bitches killing these babies? Why is these ugly bitches having these pill abortions? Or why is these ugly bitches taking these pills like some drug addict? Now, since it's pretty girls, people don't even know what the commercial's about. They just sit and stare at the boobies and the pretty girls. You know what I mean? Literally, am I not right? Because if they was ugly, they would be getting protested against and beat because they was ugly, taking pills and killing babies. I don't know if it kills it. I think it just dries up the cum so much that your sperm can't swim up in her kidneys or wherever it goes or whatever. But, gay people, love gay people. They love Shorty because Shorty's hyper and loud like they are, you know what I mean? But does gay people go on vacation, and when they go, they call it a gaycation? You know what I mean? Because you know wherever they're going to go, they're going to gay it up. They're going to be like, woo! Because see, Shorty, when I drink, I'm like that. You know what I mean? I'm gay because I'm happy when I drink. You know what I mean? I'm happy when I drink, and I like an umbrella in my drink, too, for anybody that thinks I am being prejudiced or whatever it is right here. I'm not. It's just a gaycation instead of a vacation for gay people. That's all it is. You know what I mean? Just like I asked a gay guy one time down at the ballpark, I asked him, I said, man, I said, why do y'all get so mad when somebody calls you a dick sucker? And he's like, oh, Shorty, that's so rude, this and that. And I was like, well, ain't that what you do? And he's like, He's like, you got a point there. And I was like, see, got you. You know what I mean? But no, dating apps. I seen this match, dating app now that you can video chat with the women, but why, you know what I mean, video chat before you say that you're going to marry her within 90 days or whatever it is. I was like, yes. I was like, that's so great for people out there now. So people out there that's dating, that they can't get catfished, or some ugly ass bitch be on the other end of that line saying that she's some gorgeous 9-piece chicken McNugget with some barbecue sauce or something. Like, no, you can't get that no more. You're going to be able to see the female or the male or the man or the woman, whichever is your preference, and you can see if they're butt ugly, look like they've been hit in the face with a frying pan, or look like their mother had to tie a stake around their neck just to get the dog to play with them, or even put some shrimp in their pockets just to get the cat to rub up against them. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night. It's Friday Night Funnies. If you're not having fun with Shorty, I don't know where you can have no more fun with, because there's not no prostitution whores up here in Johnson City nowhere where you can go pick one up, get your weenie sucked, and throw her back out the curb. So you're not having more fun than you can be having right here with Shorty. But no, I was going to tell a real quick story. I was going to say that one time, me and a girl that drove a Dodge Neon that I was real with for a long time, and my buddy Andrew Rice went one time when it was snowing like crazy, get on the interstate at Unicoi. We was going to get some drugs. Yes, we was going to get some drugs, but the girl driving didn't do nothing but smoke pot. But anyway, we get on the interstate and we're going, I'm driving real slow, about 25 miles an hour. All of a sudden I hit, woo, spinning, her screaming like a banshee in the middle of the safari. You hear me? Like, she's screaming like crazy, so I get her straight back out, and I'm going about 25. I'm like, yeah, I done good on that. You hear me? I was like, Dale Jr.'s, Dale Sr.'s ass, you know what I mean? Get going again, got about 30, 45 to 100 feet down the road. Be a son of a bitch if I didn't do it again. Didn't do nothing, it just hit and spun me. And I was like, whoa, here she goes screaming again, slapping me in the face and shit. I get it gone, turn back around. My buddy Andrew's nodded out against the window. You know what I mean? Nodded out like hell against the window. So I'm going down through here trying to keep her from slapping me because she's scared to death that I'm going to wreck her like we're at the Daytona 500 and kill her. You know what I mean? But anyway, we get going and we finally get to the dope man's house to get some marijuana and smoke some pot. And on the way back, literally, we done 14 miles an hour on the way back from Johnson City that night because it snowed so bad within so short of a time. So, ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Shorty Rice, Friday Night Funnies. Hope y'all like it. I hope y'all tell somebody. Get on here next week. For all y'all that's on here, thank you. Thank y'all for supporting me. YouTube me, Brandon Shorty Rice. Y'all know what the deal is. You see the hat. You see the style. Hey, thank y'all. God bless. And y'all be cool. You understand? Give me a shout next Friday night at 9 o'clock Eastern. Tell your friends. So long. Too late. Slow date. Masturbate. I guess if I get that on there, but I'm watching the Sixers and the Bulls, Tobias Harris and Joel Embiid. Boo boo. Have a good Friday night, ladies and gentlemen. Stay corona free.